Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about the best shit hits the fan weapon. Okay, shit hits the fan, meaning in this scenario, it could be an earthquake, a hurricane, meltdown of the grid, a meltdown of the United States, a nuclear attack, anything. Basically, shit hits the fan is going to be when chaos. Anytime there's chaos, we have desperate people. Desperate people do desperate things. I mean, I'd probably become desperate too. Everybody becomes desperate. You're going to want to live. You're going to want to protect your family. In that kind of scenario, there's going to probably be, you're probably going to need some, you'll need food. You probably need a generator. You probably need a water purifier or something like that. And I'm going to be getting into those when I do some survival videos. I'm going to be doing some of them and talking about those. But right now, I want to get into the SHTF. Shit hits the fan. And in that scenario, there's a few weapons you probably should have. I would say you should have a 22. Whether it's a 22 rifle or a 22 pistol, it doesn't really matter that much. What we're talking about here is a 22 for large capacity, low recoil, easy to carry. A 22 will hurt somebody just as well as almost every other gun. Now, maybe not as good, but if you shoot them enough times, even I wouldn't want to get shot by a 22. Okay, but a small 22 would be nice. A little automatic would be nice too. The Rugers are more accurate and more reliable, but just about any little 22 probably is fine. There's a wide arrangement. Smith & Wesson makes the MP model, there's the MP22 or something to go with your other military and police units. Walter makes one. There's that 30 round one. I can't remember who makes that. It's a Caltech. But there's a lot of companies that make 22 long rifle and 22 Magnum pistols and handguns. And I'd probably go with a pistol before the handgun for capacity wise. There is some that hold 8, but you're going to get anywhere between 10 and 30 rounds in a 22. And if you've got like a Ruger 1022 or some of the AR-22s that Smith makes and some other companies, you'll get a lot. You can get up to 100 rounds in a magazine. So a good 22, I would say you should have at least a minimum of 1,000 rounds of 22 ammunition. With the price being $20 at Walmart, $40 is going to buy you 1,100 rounds. You have packs of 550s. Hollow points, solid points, it doesn't really matter. Just, 1,000 rounds would be cool. More if you had it would be great. And if you get 5,000 rounds, then, as you practice and go out and shoot with it, just replenish your stock. So you'll have a bunch of stock when you go shooting. I would recommend, if you can afford it, a high capacity handgun. Now when I say high capacity, I don't really care about the caliber as much as the capacity. There's some 45. F&P makes some 45 that'll hold 15. I know Glock makes some 45s that you can that hold a lot and you can extend magazines for. And there's a lot of 9mm out there. So, but my choice would be 9mm or 45, high capacity. Whether it's high capacity, just has high capacity magazines, or high capacity double stack. Double stack in the gun, meaning that the bullets are lined up left and right, side by side. And what happens is your grip is a little wider versus single stack where they just are right on top of each other, just in a straight line. If you just would, line up your bullets on top of each other like dominoes, they would just lay right up on top and go into the magazine and feed into the gun. So we have an automatic 22. Now, like I say, a good rifle is also a plus. And I'm saying something like a 308, a 223, a 5.56 or something like that. A nice rifle, collapsible stock, high capacity. I would suggest that it's not made out of plastic, the lower receiver. It should be made out of at least a composite metal, like that baconite composite metal pewter, or it should be steel. You really want that's better quality, and a minimum, probably for that gun, of probably 1,000 to 2,000 rounds of ammunition, and you're probably going to want to have about 5 or 6 mags for that. So we have a rifle, we have some type of 22, we have some type of high capacity handgun, whether it's 45 or 9mm, but I wouldn't probably go smaller than that, because you're already going to have a 22 now. You can have a 22 pistol and a 22 rifle, and then your other assault rifle or whatever. AK-47s are good because they're very good defensive weapons, as long as you get the newer model. They improved a lot of it. The very first manufacturer of the AKs were garbage. They failed a lot. They were like a pressed up type frame, and they were terrible. But they remanufactured all the receivers on there out of just machined them out of blocks of steel and stuff, and they've done a lot, come a long way in that. So then you're gonna, I would say, depends on where you live. If you live in the city, water's not going to probably be much of a problem, but Lifesaver is the company. They make a Lifesaver 5,000 and 6,000. It's a little reverse osmosis unit, which is about under $200 with an extra cartridge, and it will filter up, I think, about up to 20,000 or 10,000 gallons of water. And you can just put the water in there, press it through, and you can clear drinking water. You could have one or you could have two. As long as you have a water source, you're cool. And pretty much there's water sources everywhere. And the thing is, you don't want to drink the water if it's dirty. You know what I mean? But the Lifesaver is a very good tool for that. You'd want a good first aid kit. With a little bit of everything. It should have sutures in it. It'd have some antibiotic cream, scissors, blah 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 blah. You might also want to have some medications, basic stuff. Hydrogen peroxide is great. You can buy that for $1 a bottle. Some rubbing alcohol. I would also probably recommend having some iodine and things like that on hand. Your antibiotics, what I would do is try to stock up on some of your antibiotics and pain medications. Like if you go to the doctor and you got some left over, put them in a little container. Keep them in cool, dry storage. Any extra pills you have or stuff, try to save because you might need them. If not, you can also get fish antibiotics. They probably would work just as well. They are antibiotics. Probably just have a little bit of different fillers and they dissolve a little different in the water, but they would probably be fine. That is just a quick on the top of my head. Some food would be cool. Beans are always good. A lot of people, say dried beans, dried rice, canned foods. And that's pretty much it. But, a generator is a plus if you have one with a few extension cords. If you can have a generator with an isolator switch built into the house, or even like one solar panel, with a battery just to charge something, that would be cool too. But you may not need all that, and when we're talking about scenarios, I'm talking about, maybe being without the necessities for a week. That's really about it. We're not talking about long-term thing. Some people are going to SHTF and they're building underground bunkers, and they are spending hundreds and thousands of dollars of building things, and let's say right now as I'm driving, doing the drive-by, a nuclear bomb fell, and everything's gone. Radioactivity in the air, no communications, no electronics. You know what? Dude, I'm going to try to survive the best I can, but long term, if it was more than a week, a month and stuff, I don't know if I'd want to be around. If I couldn't go out and have a steak at the Longhouse, or I couldn't go, get a Wendy's burger, or a Steak and Shake, or a sandwich or something like that, or go and wherever, go out shooting, go fishing, would you really want to be around? Do you want to be a prisoner? And that's what you would be, living underground, living in a bunker, living in a concentration camp. You would have to worry about, you'd have to have guns and alarms, and you'd have to worry about going outside, and you wouldn't be living. What would you be doing underground in your bunker? Having sex once in a while, making some babies. And what happens if you get sick? You need a doctor. medical. You get a toothache. Unless you're a dentist, and you're going to have all the tools there with you too. I mean, it just, it would be very hard to be self-sufficient. People have done it in the old days, but our body, we've lost all our survival skills. Our survival skills are not the way they used to be years ago. We used to have them, but they're gone. It would be nice working on them and building them up, but in a SHTF, I mean, that's my idea of what you need, and I'm gonna get another video up here, and I'm gonna put like a checklist of what you should have, and as I get these items, I'm gonna go through the item. If you get a weapon for your SHTF, right, make sure that damn weapon works. Fire it, take it, put it in the mud, shoot it. I'm a firm believer. If I have a gun that doesn't work, I get rid of it. I'm not keeping the damn thing, okay? If I have something I'm not comfortable or I don't like it, I get rid of it. For SHTF, high capacity automatic's nice, but reliable revolver, always way to go. And I forgot to say that having a nice revolver would be cool too. Like I say, whatever you have, be accurate with it. Make sure it works. Try it out. Shoot the damn thing. If you're having problems with it, get rid of it. Let somebody else have your problem. Gun shop owners are only out to sell you guns because they want to sell them to you guys. So take it easy, and I hope this video express some of my feelings, and other people will agree with some of the stuff. If you think of other things that I should have on the list, hey, feel free. Just shoot me an email, post a comment. If you have some videos, post a video response. I'd love it. So take it easy, guys, and I want to hear back from you. What's your SHTF? I mean, what do you think about this? What's the minimum things that you should have? What kind of gun? What kind of weapon? What kind of supplies? And give me some feedback, guys, because that'll help me with my laundry list of things that I'm going to store. Thanks a lot, and thanks for joining this today's drive-by. I'm on I-75 headed towards Tampa, guys. So I'll talk to you later, and you have a fantastic day. Thank you.